Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is teacher Ashley Hale with Level Up English. Today we are going to look at Business Meetings Part 3. This is the third and final part of our business meeting series. In this lesson we are going to look at the 9 aspects to get yourself into a position of power at your business meeting. I hope you're ready for it. Before we begin, don't forget to have your notebooks ready to take lots of notes. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's it, subscribe. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first aspect for getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is interacting. Interacting is of utmost importance because you get to introduce yourself to people. By introducing yourself to people, you also get to introduce yourself to people of influence. These are people who have an influence on your future at a company. Let's look at the different ways that we can interact. Number 1. May I have a word? This is a great way to introduce yourself or to offer comments on a topic. Number 2. If I may, I think. We use this to add our own relevant thoughts to someone else's. And number 3, excuse me for interrupting. This is a polite way to interrupt. The second aspect of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is to give opinions. By giving opinions, you are showing people that you have something important to say. Giving opinions is a good way to tell people that you are here to have your say and that your say matters and that your thoughts matter. But when you give opinions, be sure to say things that are of relevance. Do not speak just for the sake of speaking. Let's look at the different ways that we can give opinions. Number 1. I really feel that. Number 2. In my opinion. And number 3. The way I see things. The third aspect of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is to ask for opinions. By asking for opinions, you are showing your colleagues that you value their input and you value their thoughts in whatever the company is doing. You are showing them that you care about them and that what they have to say matters too. Let's look at the various ways that we can ask for opinions from our colleagues. Number 1. Do you really think that? Number 2. Here we would use the name of a colleague or participant and we would say, do you think we can get your input? Example, Sam, do you think we can get your input? And the last one, number 3 is, how do you feel about that? Or how do you feel about this? The fourth aspect of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is commenting on opinions. By commenting on an opinion, you are telling a person that you have heard exactly what they are saying and you understand them. It's okay to comment disagreement, but we should be careful not to attack the person who is speaking. Let's look at the various ways that we can comment on an opinion. Number 1. I've never thought about it that way before. Number 2. Good point. Number 3. I get your point. And number 4. I see what you mean. The fifth way of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is to simply agree. This does not mean that we should agree with everything that is thrown our way. But sometimes if we don't have anything to say, it's okay to just politely agree with someone else. It's good to show people that you value what they have to say. Let's look at the various ways that we can agree with someone at a business meeting. Number 1. Exactly. Number 2. That's exactly the way I feel. And number 3, I have to agree with. And here you would insert the name of the participant. Example, I have to agree with Sam, or I have to agree with Anna. The 6th way of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is disagreeing. By disagreeing, you are showing people that you have your own strong thoughts and opinions on a topic. You are showing them that you are not a yes man, meaning that you do not agree with everything that they say to you. Let's look at the ways that we can disagree politely. We can say, I agree with you up to a point, but. Or, I'm afraid I can't agree. We can also say, let's agree to disagree. The 7th way of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is to offer advice and suggestions. By offering advice and suggestions, we must be careful not to impose our thoughts and feelings on others. That we must remember it's always up to them if they want to do what we are suggesting or advising. Let's look at the different ways that we can offer advice and suggestions at a business meeting. Number 1, we should, and here you would insert whatever you think should be done. Number 2, why don't you? Number 3, how about, or what about? Number 4, I suggest that. And number 5, I recommend that. The 8th aspect of getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is clarification. It's always good to offer clarification and to get clarification at a business meeting. This is of utmost importance so that there are no misunderstandings at a business meeting. Let's look at the various ways that we can get clarification at a business meeting. Number 1, have I made that clear? Number 2, do you see what I am getting at? Number 3, let me put this another way. And number 4, I'd just like to repeat that. And the final aspect, number 9, for getting yourself into a position of power at a business meeting is repetition or asking for repetition. Repetition is important. It is very similar to clarification. We need to understand exactly what is being said or insinuated at a business meeting. Let's look at the different ways that we can get repetition at a business meeting. Number 1, I didn't catch that. Number 2, could you repeat that, please? Number 3, I missed that. Could you please say it again? And number 4, could you run that by me one more time? And that brings us to a close for our business meeting series. I hope that you found this series extremely useful and that you will endeavor to improve at your business meetings in the future. If you found this lesson useful, please don't forget to hit the like button and comment. You can also share this video to your friends and family so that they can improve their English skills. This is Teacher Ashley Hale with Level Up English. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your time and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.